A unanimous decision at the Supreme Court level carries far more significance than the words on a page. It is the embodiment of alignment, focus, and clarity among individuals who hold immense responsibility. When 9 minds come together to see a matter through the same lens, it demonstrates that despite differing perspectives, a higher level of understanding and agreement can be achieved. This unity is not merely procedural. It reflects the profound potential of collective consciousness when directed toward a common purpose. Each justice brings their own experiences, beliefs, and interpretations. Yet in moments of total agreement, something extraordinary happens, a synergy of thought that transcends individual bias and personal opinion. Observing such alignment invites reflection on our own lives, showing that when our thoughts, decisions, and actions are in harmony, clarity emerges where confusion once existed. It teaches that unified focus creates power far beyond what fragmented efforts can achieve. The lesson is not limited to the legal realm. It resonates with every decision we make, reminding us that clarity, purpose, and alignment are the invisible forces that transform ordinary outcomes into extraordinary results, and that coherence of thought can turn complexity into simplicity, making the seemingly impossible entirely achievable. Every Supreme Court ruling carries layers of meaning that go far beyond the surface words of the decision, revealing insights that often go unnoticed by the casual observer. While the public sees a verdict as a final statement of law, beneath it lies a complex interplay of values, interpretations, and principles that reflect the collective wisdom of the justices. Each ruling is like a mirror, reflecting not only the legal framework of the nation but also the underlying social, cultural, and ethical currents that shape society. By examining these layers, one can uncover lessons about human behavior, the delicate balance of power, and the subtle ways decisions influence daily life, governance, and even personal choices. The text of a ruling is only the visible tip of an iceberg, while its implications extend deep into the foundations of how a society functions, how citizens relate to authority, and how collective understanding evolves over time. Learning to look beyond the surface cultivates discernment, showing that nothing exists in isolation and that every decision, no matter how technical or procedural, carries consequences that ripple through communities, shaping the environment in ways that are often invisible at first glance, yet profoundly transformative and instructive. U3 is never just a position or a title. It is a responsibility that demands awareness, integrity, and foresight. Those who hold positions of great power, such as the justices of the Supreme Court, operate within a framework where every decision has consequences that extend far beyond the courtroom. Their rulings ripple through society, influencing laws, behaviors, and even the collective mindset of citizens, shaping the very structure of governance and daily life. Authority without responsibility is empty, but when paired with accountability, it becomes a force capable of profound transformation. Each choice made at that level requires careful consideration of principles, potential outcomes, and the unseen effects on individuals and communities alike. Observing such decision-making offers a lesson that applies to every area of life. The greater the influence one holds, the deeper the responsibility to act with clarity, wisdom, and foresight. Even in smaller spheres, leadership demands an understanding that actions are never isolated, that the energy and intent behind decisions influence others in ways that are subtle yet powerful, and that the alignment of knowledge, conscience, and purpose creates results that resonate far beyond the immediate moment, shaping environments, mindsets, and possibilities in ways that are often invisible but undeniable. Major rulings often place principle above popularity, revealing a tension between what is widely accepted and what is fundamentally right, and this dynamic holds a lesson that transcends the courtroom and touches the very way we navigate our own lives. True alignment with principle demands courage, clarity, and the willingness to stand firm, even when the world resists or misunderstands, because the essence of integrity lies not in pleasing others but in remaining true to core values and long-term vision. When a decision challenges popular opinion, it exposes the difference between fleeting approval and lasting correctness, reminding us that external validation is often temporary, while adherence to principle builds enduring impact. This is a reflection of the invisible law that governs success in any field. The path that feels uncomfortable, that faces resistance, or that requires sacrifice is frequently the one that carries the greatest potential for meaningful change and growth. By observing how those in authority navigate this balance, one can see that making choices rooted in what is right rather than what is convenient or applauded requires inner strength, foresight, and unwavering commitment, and it teaches that the measure of true leadership and influence lies in the ability to act with integrity regardless of external pressures, shaping outcomes that are transformative and far-reaching. Unanimous decisions, especially at the highest levels of authority, serve as a powerful catalyst for critical thinking, urging citizens to look beyond the surface and examine the deeper implications of every choice and action. When a ruling is made with complete agreement, it naturally draws attention and sparks curiosity, prompting individuals to question why such unity was possible, what principles were considered, and how the decision aligns or conflicts with personal beliefs. This process of inquiry is not merely intellectual. It challenges people to confront assumptions, biases, and preconceived notions, creating space for reflection and growth. By observing the reasoning behind a decision, individuals are encouraged to engage with ideas more deeply, weighing ethics, logic, and consequence in ways they might not have before. And in doing so, they cultivate discernment and awareness that extends into other areas of life. The act of questioning and reflecting fosters a mindset that values understanding over acceptance, prompting people to seek clarity, integrity, and truth in their own decisions. This awakening of thought demonstrates that growth is not passive. It requires active engagement, introspection, and the willingness to challenge comfort zones, leading to a heightened sense of responsibility, awareness, and personal empowerment that shapes both thought and action in profound ways. Every ruling, particularly one that is unanimous, highlights the invisible forces that shape society, forces that are often overlooked but profoundly influential in guiding behavior, perception, and collective consciousness. Just as laws define the boundaries of action, unseen elements like culture, values, shared beliefs, and mindset shape the way decisions are made and how they are received, creating an intricate web of cause and effect that extends far beyond the immediate context of a court case. These forces operate quietly, subtly influencing thought patterns, priorities, and even emotional responses, demonstrating that human behavior is rarely dictated solely by rules on paper, but by a complex interplay of internal and external factors. Recognizing this dynamic reveals that authority, while powerful, is only one part of a larger system where ideas, perceptions, and intentions intersect to shape outcomes. By understanding these hidden influences, one gains insight into why decisions unfold as they do and how societal shifts occur over time, often without overt notice. This perspective teaches that awareness of invisible forces empowers individuals to navigate life with greater clarity, anticipate consequences more effectively, and contribute meaningfully to shaping environments, mindsets, and collective outcomes in ways that extend far beyond surface appearances.